I met Tom originally when we procured our home just around the corner from here. He kept up our relationship over the time and we kept in contact. So for us, we were really wanting Tom to be involved with the sale of my mother-in-law's home because it was very close to our heart. It's been in the family for a long time and we wanted to know we're in the best hands to get the best price, because I think my mother-in-law would have wanted that, and also that we were dealing with someone we trusted because we had that longevity of the relationship previously. The honest feedback, giving us information about the area, data banks and other things, and also his calmness through the process and not being emotively involved. My husband and his brother are emotive because it's a personal connection, and when you need to take that out when you're selling something. So I believe that was a really good balance, and they trusted him as well. He presents really well. He goes out there, and as I said, nothing's ever been too hard, and he's always been available to us 7 days a week.
When you go through a process, and this was a process because the market was harder than what it has been, so I think it's also a learning curve to try and explain to people where pricing might be and where the feedback is, and then for people, and particularly the vendors here, to realise that too. And it's just a guiding process, and I think people like being spoken to with the absolute truth rather than trying to sugarcoat it.
With a vendor advocate, because we hadn't dealt with a vendor advocate before, I wasn't sure of it all, but basically I never dealt with the current real estate agent. Tom did all of that on our behalf. And given that we're also dealing with executors, because it was a deceased estate, all of that time consuming and process and legalities, Tom dealt with on our behalf. He went above and beyond, in my opinion, doing things for us, because when you work full time it's really difficult when you've got these other things to do as well. And I believe, as I say, he went above and beyond, and it was actually good in a way too, having that barrier between the real estate agent, because our needs and wants were portrayed through Tom.
That's what I do get the most out of what I've been doing, without a doubt. I feel like I've gone to another level. I mean, I was a real estate agent for 30 years and I still am a real estate agent, but now I'm really guiding and advising people, and they really like the guidance and advice because it's very truthful and they feel like I'm on their side. And so there's many other facets to being a vendor advocate, without a doubt, and I've found that myself, and I know that I am providing a lot of extras for people, and that's what I want to do. I'm at the stage in my career where I really get a lot out of that, and I know the people I'm dealing with are getting a lot out of that too. And I don't want that to sound cocky, but I think that that is correct. So I'm just really a guiding hand for people, and it's made me realise how important that is and how much people want that too.
Time, and then just the positiveness of the outcome is increased as a result. So that good feeling that you have, and by the little bits of to and froing we had at the end, that made everybody in this actually have that positiveness as well. Everyone believes, not just me, that it was the best outcome for us all. Tom's very good at reading people and understanding them and gauging the different natures of families, because when you're dealing with a family as we were, so Tom and I were a great cohort, I would have to suggest, trying to work on things, because I believe, again, I'm not as emotive, being the daughter-in-law, with things that were going on. I believe it was a great relationship and a great approach that Tom and I managed to do together.
It was excellent.
Yeah, to secure the best outcome. And as I mentioned, a quick outcome for us to do it all. We didn't want to, in this circumstance, keep the property ourselves and rent it out. It's time to move on and do other things. So for us, it was a great way to do it all and to move through. And as I mentioned, we had an executor who lived not close by. Tom would actually go and get papers signed and take that pressure off us to have to do that ourselves. So we're going above and beyond, not literally just in relation to working out the personalities and how to get to deal with people, but also in the additional things as well. And we were very happy with the price we got, with the market, and we believe that we got the best price we could have, and we definitely couldn't have done it by ourselves. I believe if they're at that situation in their personal lives where they need to sell their own home, Go out and get advice, it costs nothing. Go and speak to people. It didn't cost us anything additional to have Tom on our side, yet I feel like our interest, there was 4 of us basically going along doing it rather than just the 3 of us. So it was the Musketeers in total, the 4, going out there to the world and getting that insight. Tom has been in the area for where we are for such a long time and has a good handle on the industry and where the market was and the buyers and the people out there, and not just within the company he may have worked for, but in general. So I thought it was a no-brainer. So everybody else should go and get every resource that they possibly can to actually, if that's what they want to do and decide, yes, I will sell, and if it costs nothing, do it.